If you're keeping up with the boxing scene these days, you'd know that the talk of the town is the beef between Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. When I say these two hate each other, I mean these two want to take each other's heads off. The fans have been waiting for this fight for quite some time now, and today's got to be your lucky day, because these two fighters have verbally agreed to fight. Yep, your dream fight is seeing the light of day, and the buildup of this epic clash could not get any bigger. Just look up on Twitter, and you'll see a full-fledged war between these two fighters. I mean, the things they have been saying to each other. Some would say it's crossing a line. Perhaps that's why the Dream deleted his tweets, and Gervonta Davis saw this as an opportunity to completely annihilate him on social media. Yep, it's getting serious now. So, without further ado, let's take a deep dive into this drama. This war started right after. Devin Haney had his pro bout with Regis Prograis. Now, if there's one word that comes to mind when you think about this fight, it's destruction. The Dream showcased his skills, his talent, speed, and power. We finally saw Devin Haney for the fighter he truly is. He became the star of the show, and when you're at the top, you're going to have people calling you out from left, right, and center. Well, the one and only Ryan Garcia went after the world lightweight champion on Twitter. Yep, the Flash didn't waste a single second. How ironic is that? Garcia said, "Devin Haney coming in over 160 from 140 is actually crazy, but not against the rules. Tank will not fight you without the clauses. After March, when I get this title from Raleigh, we will unify on a special date. How does that sound?" Well, we know that ever since Ryan Garcia took an embarrassing beatdown from Tank, and he blamed his loss on Tank's excuses. Yep, that's right. Well, if you ask me, Tank's clause meant nothing. I mean, it was just a 5-pound difference in weight. That doesn't change the fact that Davis was the better fighter, and he outboxed Garcia in the ring. Obviously, Tank wasn't going to allow the Flash to talk like this. He was lying in wait for the right time to ambush. Davis said, "Do you want me to beat you up again? Because it was easier than taking candy from Baby G." Damn, Davis got the job done in style. Now that's got to sting. I mean, where's the lie? Garcia has always been the baby of this sport. Well, Devin wasn't going to miss out on all the action. Right away, he took digs at Gervonta. But here comes the juicy part. The Dream deleted the tweets. And this left everyone wondering, is he scared of Tank? Does he not want to fight? Well, let's find out. But first, let's look at the back and forth between the Dream and Tank on Twitter. Haney tweeted, "Tank is a coward. He's scared to death of me. He always says he wants to fight when I have a fight lined up already. Well, now I'm free. Let's make it happen. There's no backing out. No more running." He added, "I've been doing that same thing for years, just killing myself to make weight. The world said I was pillow-fisted. Now, once I move up and I'm actually healthy, you all have every excuse in the book. I'm free now. I'm down for the challenge." Well, if we know one thing about Gervonta Davis, it's that he's not one to stay quiet and let the other guy talk his piece. No, he fired back. Just take a look at his response. "I promise you, your father is going to cry for what I'm going to do to you, and that's on my dead homie. Your best bet is to enjoy it while you can. These are your last days as a champ. Once I'm done with you, you won't even be able to move an inch." Now this has sent the fighting world into a frenzy. Finally, we can welcome this fight to our doors. Or so we thought. The Dream deleted his tweets. Now it should make you wonder, where does this put the whole verbal agreement? And just to add cherry on top of this drama, you don't want to miss what father and trainer of the Dream, Bill Haney, said soon after. Oh, he came up with more excuses than I could count. In a recent interview, he said, "Tank doesn't want to fight. If he really wanted to fight, he would be trying to build up the fight instead of trying to knock it down, or say I'm only selling because of this or that." He added, "Stop letting Tank and his team piss on your head and tell you it's raining with these insignificant fights and saying it's for the culture. Devin represents the culture and represents boxing, what boxing should be, and what boxing is." Now they're making this about Tank not promoting this fight? I mean, yes, we know Tank is not big on promoting fights, but keep in mind, he's still one of the biggest draws out there in boxing. That guy doesn't need to promote anything. Bill Haney is using this as an excuse to back out. First, your deleted tweets. Now you're making it about promotion. If I've seen any ducking, this is surely what it looks like. And Davis is calling Devin Mr. Tweet Deleter. How's that for banter? Tank said, "He's a wuss. I know he doesn't want to get in the ring with me. He knows I'll destroy him in seconds. I know how to beat him. It's so simple. It's funny how he's trash and still undefeated. Tank David seems confident. Some would say, too confident. And there's a reason why. Did you know that when Floyd Mayweather fought McGregor, he sparred Haney in his camp? Yep, the dream went 4 rounds with Mayweather. And the rumor has it, Floyd scolded him. He said, Haney was too easy, and since money practically raised Gervonta, Gervonta knows exactly how to take the dream down, and Floyd knows how both fighters fight. So you don't want to miss what he said about a potential fight between Haney and Davis. Money said, both of them are good, but I feel like Davis is a little too good for anyone. Haney is just a well-rounded boxer. Tank Davis is a monster. He's going to walk over Haney and make it look like a walk in the park. It's easy work for him. I know how he fights. That guy is trouble for anyone. If there's one man who knows everything when it comes to boxing, it's Floyd Mayweather himself. When money says something, you can't make the mistake of taking it lightly. I know I wouldn't. So I am Devin Haney right now. I delete those tweets too. Davis ain't no joke. But the list of controversies doesn't just end here, guys. There's more. Get this. According to Bill Haney, Tank Davis turned down $20 million for Devin fight. Now that sounds like Davis is the one who doesn't want to take the fight. I mean, who would reject $20 million? That's an absurd amount. But this is where the catch comes. Bill Haney intentionally made such a high offer. I mean, it's unrealistic. Considering Haney's recent fight with Regis Prograis brought in a dreadfully poor 50K PPV buys, any promoter would lose money if they agreed to give Tank Davis a guaranteed $20 million. Those numbers suggest that Haney isn't popular enough for Tank to waste his time fighting him. He should look at those numbers, wash his hands of Haney, and move on toward a rematch with Ryan Garcia or Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Bill is doing all he can to make sure this fight doesn't see the light of day. And not only this, but Davis revealed that he never got this offer in the first place. Now, isn't that interesting? This was an embarrassing publicity stunt, and it is surely backfiring. Just take a look at what the fans are saying. One of them wrote this on Twitter. I'm a die-hard Devin Haney fan, but I don't know what he's trying to achieve here. He says he wants to fight, but he keeps fighting. It's getting annoying. Another fan said, Bill Haney is a joke, man. They're a bunch of cowards. Gervonta will beat Haney easily. They're all just looking for excuses to duck Davis. That's just it. Kinda embarrassing if you ask me. He's not wrong there, because if this isn't humiliating, then I don't know what is. It's about time Devin grows a pair and steps into the ring with Tank. Because let's be real for a moment. Devin Haney is the only guy out there who stands a chance against Davis. I mean, we all thought maybe Garcia might be the one that humbles Tanks for good. But no, the Flash wasn't fast enough to see Tank's punches. And that night ended up in a devastating fashion for him. But hey, maybe our guy Haney can put up a better fight. But who knows? Because if you look at his last fight, there's a lot to uncover. Yes, he got the victory, but it wasn't his best performance. He was pulling some Shakur Stevenson-style moves, keeping Prograis' offense in check. But yeah, that turned the fight kinda dull. Haney needs to pump up his rep, get the big names to step into the ring with him, and keep the fans on their toes. Sure, Haney shut down Prograis' game, but at what cost? The fight got boring, possibly messing up his shot at a big payday fight against Gervonta Tank Davis. But hey, fingers crossed, we might get to see that showdown. I guess we'll have to just wait and see how this one plays out. So there you have it. Fight the world. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.